My name is Andrea Torres. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I graduated from San Francisco State in, I want to say fall 2022, I believe. And I got a BS in Environmental Studies with a focus in natural resource management and conservation. And then I also minored in urban studies and city planning. I'm currently a fellow with the nonprofit organization Rising Sun Center for Opportunity, and I basically am in charge of doing outreach. So I go and table and sign people up for a free energy and water efficiency program called the Greenhouse Call. We basically go into households and we replace their light bulbs, put low flow shower heads, sink aerators, a bunch of smaller devices that make their home a little bit more energy and water efficient. And again, it's like 100% free. We try to aim for like low income and English second language families. So we specifically actually will go to food pantries and food distribution centers, and we table there. And because typically they serve lower income households, those are the people that we kind of just try to target, since sustainability is not the most maybe inclusive for lower income families. So we're trying to kind of target them. And I also got hired on specifically because I speak Spanish as well. So I do aim to get a lot of like Latino families signed up for this program. And I guess how the climate certificate program kind of got me into this work was like the climate certificate is really focused on, I guess, like environmental racism and focusing on like the disparities that lower income families and households face. So it kind of motivated me to want to work with helping and uplifting lower income households. Yeah. I think working with like Rising Sun, I mean, what we're doing is really, really minuscule. Like what we're doing is literally just going to households and just replacing very small appliances, LED light bulbs, low flow shower heads, sink aerators, those types of things. You don't think that the like impact is that great. Because you're just like, it's just a household, they're just light bulbs. But then like, we like will actually calculate it, how many gallons of water we've saved, how many like watts of electricity we've saved and stuff like that. And the impact is like huge, especially like Rising Sun. I wanna say this year we hit 60,000 households that we've serviced since the program has started. So yeah, it's just like, I don't know, I think the thing that keeps me hopeful is like knowing that even things that are so tiny and so minuscule have a really great big impact, and it really is just like small little changes that you can do that kind of, I don't know, make things better. But yeah, there is a lot of doom and gloom within the environment, so yeah, I don't know. I think it also like these courses, like they just like empowered me a lot to like want to make change in the world. The courses, you know, there's a lot of doom and gloom within the environmental realm. These courses kind of like taught people to have hope still. And so I think those courses kind of kept me hopeful that like change is possible. Yeah, especially courses like, I took geography of global transportation. That was my favorite course that I took from the 4 classes that I had to do. And that was like the catalyst for me wanting to get into urban studies and city planning, just because it was so cool that you could reframe our transit system and like completely cut down our emissions. It's just, I don't know, very possible for us to like progress and move towards a more sustainable future. But yeah. Yeah, so 2 of the courses that I took ended up being my 2 favorite courses that I've taken in my whole like academic career here at San Francisco State. So those 2 courses were climate policy and politics, and the other one was geography of global transportation. And it was taking those courses that I realized that I am just a policy person. Like I like policy work and stuff. And so initially when I took climate policy and politics, I thought like, oh, I want to go into environmental law. So that was kind of like my thought process. I really enjoyed learning about how policy can like change people's actions. So things like rebates, like again, rebates can really help people implement better practices that are like more climate conscious. Things like rebates on electric vehicles and stuff like that. Like, these are things like policy that is actively, changing the way that people are reacting, or not reacting, but living, amongst the environment, I guess. But then I took geography of global transportation, and I was like, oh no, I'm an urban planning kind of person. Like, that's what it is. And so I really liked that you could use policy, like with transportation. So like implementing better public transportation, making public transportation more accessible. That will make people want to, use those types of things. Yeah, I don't know. I think I took them, and it's veered me into a course of like wanting to go into policy and advocacy. And now I'm about to go get my master's at Berkeley, and I'm going to get a master's of city planning, and I'm going to be getting doing a focus in transportation policy and planning. And yeah, it's just, I don't know, taking those courses really made me realize like what I'm strong at, and what I'm strong at is writing. And yeah, so I kind of want to get into like policy writing and kind of that kind of stuff. All of the courses that I took for the climate certificate were definitely rooted in justice. I see it every day in my job, like what I'm supposed to do. So in my job, I'm supposed to go out and get people signed up for this no-cost energy and water efficiency program. And most people who have money have already made those types of necessary changes. So they have gone to LED light bulbs, they have gone to low flow shower heads, they've even gone like the solar panels and everything. But there's, like people that are in lower classes or in poverty, they might not have the means to be able to do those types of things. And so we're really focusing on trying to sign up people who are impoverished or, in lower class systems, and also people who are English second language, specifically because a lot of times they get left behind because of the like language disparity. A lot of people just tend to like not know about the resources that are available. So right now, my colleague and him and I basically just look up a bunch of food distribution centers or food pantries. We show up, we ask whoever's in charge, can we table here? We pitch the program, and sometimes it's a yes, sometimes it's a no, most times it is a yes. Anybody who's like interested signed up then and there. And we tend to get a lot of signups from Latino families, definitely lower income families. But yeah, I think from what I learned from like my climate certificate, it really does push me to want to continue doing work where I am uplifting, lower income households, English second language households, and kind of where I want to go with my work now that I'm going to be going into like transportation planning, is just making public transportation much more accessible. Dare I say, I would love to see public transportation be free, but that's just me. Yeah. I would love to see public transportation be free, because if it's free and if it was good and clean and fast and had all these things that are very attractive for public transportation, people would use it all the time. I mean, I've traveled to many places in Europe, and everyone and their mom uses public transportation. And here, it's like, it really is just more of the lower classes that use it, because cars are expensive and parking is hard and stuff. But I would love to make public transportation just for like everyone. Like, I would want everyone to use it, and for public transportation to be kind of one of those things where it's like, I want people to like use it, like not even think about having to use their car. I want people to like think like, I'm just gonna use the bus because it's faster than taking a car or something, So making it more attractive, making it free, making it so like everyone could use it. I also would love to like work on projects where like extending transportation lines into like lower income neighborhoods or places that already don't have a lot of transportation access would really be great. So, yeah, those are kind of broad ideas. Yeah. Oh yeah, biggest advice would be just to like try anything, honestly. So I'm not gonna lie, like getting a job initially after getting my bachelor's was very, very hard. And I was applying for jobs that I wasn't even really interested in, but they, would take me potentially. And eventually I was able to get that job with the Rising Sun Center for Opportunity, the fellowship, and I really did not want to do anything with outreach. It makes me anxious. I was really nervous about it, but I took the job because I was just like, you know what, like I need a job and this is gonna give me some really great background. And honestly, I think that if I didn't do that fellowship, I don't think I would have gone into my master's program. So I feel like trying anything like opens up new doors. You get to know yourself a little bit better and you just gain new skills that are just really great and applicable to later on. So like working for the Rising Sun, I've gained like so much more confidence in myself, learning how to like public speak better, getting over my public speaking anxieties and stuff. So yeah, I think the biggest thing is literally just be open to anything, try new things, and like if you're gonna do it, like I'm gonna say what my dad says, like do it like con ganas, like do it with like con fuerza, like do it with your whole body, like really do everything as well as you can do. And so, embarking on this fellowship program that I was doing, I was just like dreading it because I was just nervous, I guess. And now I'm a pro at tabling, I'm a pro at like phone banking, and I feel like just a lot more confident in myself. So yeah, if a door opens, like take it, like just try to do whatever you can. I love San Francisco State so much. Definitely was not my first pick of a school, or my second or my third, but I love the school so much. I love the faculty here. Every single professor that I've had classes with, amazing, so radical, so progressive, has made me a better person. And I literally just love the faculty here, and I love the climate certificate. Like I think it's given me so many skills, and and I don't know, I think people sometimes don't think highly of San Francisco State because it's a commuter school, obviously, but I think it has given me like the greatest education that I could have asked for, to be quite honest. Yeah, it almost makes me emotional because I love my professors so much. Like they are awesome. It makes me sad. I love my professors so much. Like I honestly feel like I'm so grateful to SF State. Like so grateful. So I honestly don't think if I would have came here, I would have gone into my dream school eventually for my master's. And I just think the faculty here are just amazing people, and like it literally actually makes me cry because I love this school so much. So go Gators. That's all I can say. Yeah. No, I love this school so much. Like it's actually crazy.